Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. 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 No. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, so we're going to review Sistas on BET. And if you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button. Thank you. And if you have already hit my subscribe button before, don't hit it again. Thank you for staying with us. And let me go ahead and shout out the designer I'm wearing. This is from A Creations. Look them up on Facebook. She is pretty dope. Her name is Anaya. But yes, Driven, your clothes should drive you. Okay, so anyway. I love my friends. Okay, so this episode, I would have to say, is one of my faves. Like, who besides me felt like they was in season 1 tonight? Did y'all feel like y'all fell into season 1? I feel like I fell into season 1. I was like, yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. Tonight's episode was kind of nostalgic a little bit because you had a lot of scenes with the 4 originals. And I don't know, I just like the flow of it. I like the way it went. Okay, so we opened the scene with Andy going into her apartment, realizing there's nothing in there. Nothing at all. And, you know, she calls the building manager and he comes down. He's like, yeah, you bought the penthouse. And she's like, I did what? He was like, yes, you bought the penthouse. And she was like, so my stuff is upstairs? And he was like, yeah. And we're going to get you a good deal on this thing, on this place. And I'm like, what in the world? Are we serious right now? Okay, so Milk Dud head and bought her the penthouse, $3 million penthouse, in the same building that she lives in. So she doesn't really have a distance issue. Just a beautiful, beautiful place. Oh my goodness. Did y'all see that painting? Oh my goodness. See, because what had happened was, let me get to that in a second. So she basically invites Gary up because he's in the lobby because he knows she's got questions. And so he got to come up here and he got to flex his muscles. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I bought that for you. It's in your name, gal. It's in your name. So we got the Rolls Royce and all the designer clothes and shoes, which she's wearing now. Those red bottoms are so cute. You'll never see me in them unless they give them to me for free. But, you know, they're cute on her. And she's into that type of thing, you know. So that was good for her. And, you know, now the condo, we'll just say, the penthouse condo. And I think it's all nice and neat and dandy. And I'm thinking I'm seeing what's happening here. Tyler realizes that he wrote Gary a little bit too grimy. And I think Gary's character probably has another 2 years on the show by contract, I'm assuming. So there's no way that he can get rid of Gary yet, his character, because it's got to be a contract thing. Because why are you going through all of this and about to make Andy make this decision in front of everybody? Now, I can't be the only one that thinks about the people who may not know any better that are at home watching. I think about them all the time, little girls that, you know, may not know any better. And they're watching this attorney, Black female attorney. Basically, they watched her be controlled by her boyfriend, belittled by her boyfriend, abused by her boyfriend, just her emotions, you know, wrecked by her boyfriend. And now, as long as he's showering you with millions of dollars worth of gifts and whatnot, then it's okay. You can take him back. Because I don't like how he's got her girlfriends basically cheering him on. Everybody but Karen. You know, Karen, she's always going to be the negative Nancy in the bunch because she ain't never had that and she wished she could have that. And, you know, I don't know. She's definitely the negative Nancy, but I actually appreciate her in this moment because there's not any amount of money in the world. He broke your rib the last time. He gonna break your jaw this time. Girl. And you know, you like to talk back. You know you like to talk back, but I did. I was proud of her when she said that things are going well with her and Robin. I was like, oh, Robin's got more money than you, darling. You can't compete with Robin. But Robin would never, he would never deduce her to being bought with materialistic things. He would never do that. He doesn't have to lead with his money. He can lead with his nose because that boy got beat. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But, you know, Robin, he's a confident man. Confident exudes him, and it's bouncing off of him, his confidence and his cockiness and his, I don't know, his, all the C's, cuteness, all of it. So, you know, I'm waiting for him to come back. That'll be a good episode because I can't wait to see their interactions and how she actually breaks to him how hard Gary has been going for her. So he better hurry on back. You hear me? Okay, so Danny, she had me dying because she's like, can we be sister wives? Because, baby, you got to see this apartment. And I died when she said that. She said, no, because I'm just putting in my bids. I'm sick of Danny, but one thing I like about Danny is she built like me. I feel like I'm built like, you know, very similar to her body type. I don't know if she's tall like me. I'm 5'9", so, you know, I'm a whole tree, you know. So I don't know if she's, you know, tall like me. But, yeah, I was looking at her today with her little jeans on. I said, yep, that's about the way probably I look. Because she looked to be about my size, and I think she looks darn good. So I definitely enjoyed her this episode. She was very funny without being over the top. I just didn't like her angle with Gary. You don't forgive a man because he showers you with gifts. You just don't do it. Because you're only showing him that no matter what he does, there's something that he can do to be forgiven. Because you don't think enough of yourself to demand better than him. Even as an attorney, rubbing elbows with all those attorneys and all those professional people, you feel like you gotta deal with a Gary? I don't know. She hasn't told him anything, but we all see where it's going. When the girlfriends start falling off, then you know it's over. You can't really fight it no more. And I just don't understand why he would have Gary do so much just to see them back together. That I just will never understand. No. So Karen had made it clear to Andy that she really needed her to invite Fatima. And so Andy calls Fatima to see if Fatima can come. And Fatima's like, no, at first. And she's like, well, what's going on? She said, I don't know. She says that you need to be there. And she said, okay, well, let me talk to Zach and I'll call you back. And she was like, okay. And so, you know, she talks to Zach and Zach is like, no, you can't. No, I'm not with it. Nope, we're not doing that. Nope, I ain't seen that girl. I ain't been around that girl. It was just so cute. They little back and forth. But when he said that she had been at the house and she was like, who, what? And he was like, yeah. And when he backed up, I was like, oh my God, he thinks she's going to swing on him. He was like, no, because you just went blank. Like you didn't blink or nothing. That boy is so New York. He can't get away from it. You didn't blink or nothing. You just said that blank face. Like, yeah. I just think they are just so cute. I cannot wait to see what angle the spinoff goes in. I think that's going to be dope. So him telling her to go ahead and go, I thought that was a good idea. Because, again, I think Karen thinks she's going to, you know, bust up the relationship. I think that's what Karen thinks is about to happen when she tells Fatima this news. Because surely they would have broken up if Fatima knew that she was pregnant. Surely. You know, that's what Karen's thinking. But they're still together. So let me see if I can throw some salt in it. Because, you know, Karen's toxic. Karen's toxic. Like, why wouldn't you talk to Zach? And see if Zach is okay with you telling Fatima. Why would you just try to get Fatima over there? That's toxic stuff. She's a toxic individual, and I hope she gets some help at some point. But like I said, she ain't all bad because she is telling Andy to stay away from Gary. But again, I think that's just in her nature just to be negative. Even if Gary did deserve another chance, she would still tell her to stay away because he's doing too much. He's doing too much, and she's never had anybody do that for her, so why should Andy, right? So that was, you know. And then Gary and you know, Aaron at the basketball game, that was kind of funny and off. they love to standoff, stare off. And I don't know what Gary wanted. Like, I mean, what Gary really wanted to accomplish, you know, by trying to get Zach to go back and talk to Fatima so that Fatima can talk to Andy for him. And I thought Zach was following, but I was like, oh, Lord, they really going to try to indoctrinate this fool right back into everything. That's exactly what they're going to try to do. But he was like, well, I look like a pimp. You think you going to pimp me to go get Andy? I ain't doing that. He said I got to stay away from the sister circle. Zach has all the good lines, I'm telling you. So that was funny. And Aaron was like, yeah, let him leave. Let him leave. Shut up, Aaron. You barely hanging in there. And that's your baby that she's carrying. She don't want it to be yours. You was absolutely right. She does not want that baby to be yours. And that's why you was looking at him like that. And you lucky Gary didn't bust you out in front of them. Like, y'all know each other? Yeah. He walked in on me banging this girl in her office. That would have been funny. Yeah, he caught me like this in Karen's office. So, yeah, he kind of got an affinity for me now, you know. Well, that's when he was making the baby. And you going to sit there and let him finish making the baby. That was your fault, Aaron. If you'd have made them stop, which you had the power to do, then they would have stopped and you might not be worried about if this is your baby or not. But I don't know. Good points of the show. We didn't see Calvin. We didn't see Maurice. We didn't see neither one of them. And I was so happy because I needed that break. I needed to see the girls really in their elements. Seeing Zach and Fatima is a given. I need to see them every week because they do bring joy to my life. I love to see them because, you know, they represent a lot of couples out there. A lot of times a female got herself together, but maybe the guy doesn't. Maybe he's got a history. Maybe he's done time. He's trying to pull his life together. He doesn't really know how to do it because he's never had it together. So he gets a woman who's got her stuff together. They link up. They fall for each other. A lot of times, you know, she helps him up on his feet, and then he walks away from her, and then she's all sad and brokenhearted. But that's not what's going to happen this time because he's actually, she's helped him on his feet. He used that to actually catapult himself up in the world. And now he's sitting here, you know, a multimillionaire. Now, we do see that next week he's going to get arrested. That lady's going to come and arrest him. And she didn't say what for, but we can pretty much assume it's for the security exchange, the SEC. Because I'm pretty sure, you know, Hayden pulled that trigger and never could pull it back. So that being said, all I got to do is go in there and shut the F up. Like, just be quiet. You don't have to say anything. They can't prove anything. You know where your money came from. Your money came from a job that you did. So there's a paper trail with that check. That's all they need to worry about. How you knew to invest in that company, it's none of their business. They don't have no way to connect you to that lady at all. They have no way to connect you to. So as long as you keep your mouth shut, you should be fine, and they should have to drop those charges. Because I don't know what they think they're gonna do. I don't know, but you just need to be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, because you do not want to go to jail for a very long time, and that's exactly what they're gonna try to do if they realize what you did. Which it really wasn't illegal for you like that, but I guess it was. It was a little bit illegal. So, but it's hard to prove. So it's not what they know; it's what they can prove, right? They can't prove it, so. That's just that on that. And even if, you know, they see him in the airport with the lady, they still can't say that she gave him any information. They were just talking. So there's no way for them to know that. So, and she tried to have him invest her money into the market, and he declined her the offer. So, oh well, lady, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't know what to tell them. But, I don't know. We're just going to have to see where it goes. But again, I thought this was a very good episode. It was one of my favorites of the season. And I hope we get more of this. Like, let's move the story along. There wasn't a whole lot of empty scenes. There was a couple of scenes that went over a little long. But I will take that in exchange for not having to see Calvin this week. I'll take it. I mean, you can't have everything. You can't have everything. You got to compromise. Got to be willing to compromise. And that is my compromise. So again, I'm going to end it right there. Have nothing more to say. Don't want this video to go over too much longer. But again, I do thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button for me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming back next week. I'm thanking you in advance because I know I'm gonna see you. I know y'all might not see Monifa, but I know I'm gonna see you. Oh, and another thing, before I get off of here, I changed my backdrop. If you didn't realize, I got this white blank canvas. It's a canvas backdrop, but it has nothing on it because I don't know what to put on it. And I've been trying to think about it for almost a year, and I just don't know what to put on it. So you guys give me some ideas because the Libra lady is gone. I just took her down. I don't know why. I just took her down. I just feel like I need something new. So if y'all have any ideas of what I can get graffitied on this backdrop, y'all let me know. Okay? That is my $5.02. Peace.